Second collar training interaction. In your first collar for training for interaction, you would have learnt that you have to abandon your judging, your morality. Not completely, for your values will travel with you wherever you go. But you need to abandon prejudging or moralizing or thinking with that mind when you put on your hood and prepare to be a pup. In case you don't remember, that's important that you feel comfortable being able to piss on the side of a street as a pup, because that's what a pup does. As a person though, you would naturally consider, hey, are there onlookers? Am I offending somebody? Whereas a canine, a pup, doesn't think about offending somebody. In your second collar interaction training, we're going to take this a bit deeper and give you a general rule which you will follow to help you participate with a sense of control of your behavior. That sounds a bit wordy, but it's basically saying you step back, you don't have to moralize, but you can still set boundaries, still set reasoned expectations, so that it's not kind of fucking chaos out there with just crazy behavior. When we talk about canines just pissing in the street, well, clearly, we don't want that to go crazy. You're pissing in the street every day, every 5 minutes. Canines and human pups, there are some fundamental differences, and your human mind is going to intervene in your participation in pup play, but also your human social self. Humans and canines negotiate or work their way through the world very differently, and you can't, as much as you may want to behave like a wolf or a pup, you can't abandon what you've grown up with, what you've evolved and developed as a human. For canines, dominance and power is exercised through a lot of non-verbal cues, a lot of behaviors that are subtle, that as a human you're never going to be able to copy. You can't wag your tail the way that a pup does, that a real canine puppy does. You can't show the submission by just your body language the way they do as effectively. So we have to look at how humans do things and include that to a degree. And second collar training interaction brings the process of what we call transaction. You've grown up as a human, so you know that everything to do with being a human is a process of negotiation with society, with other people. There's an interdependency, there's a cooperation that has to occur, unless you're living like an old man fuck in the woods. And even then, you still have to participate a little. So let's look at your participation and the rule, the transaction. Every time you come to your pup play, every time you are interacting with anybody else, you are going to be making an offer to either another pup, to either your sir, or to an audience, to your partner, but you've got to be offering up what you do as a pup. And in return, you should have some expectation of what you want, how you want to be treated, what you want to happen. And with your trainer, we're going to narrow each of these transactions down to what is your offer for this moment, what is your transaction for this moment, what are you expecting in return, and teach you to be able to make your way through negotiating the scene so that you get the best out of every possible moment. It's all about negotiation and transaction.